Hi, Edore, Ada, um, Simwemwe. Hi, Leslie. I was watching one of your videos. Thank you for watching the video. So I'm just waiting for the live to also go viral. Then you can start like just in 2.5 minutes. Then I'll just start. Yeah, I can see. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just start anyway. Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today. And yeah, I hope you're all doing well. We are fine here in Germany. The sun is so hot. We are at the peak of the summer. Yeah, it's fabulous. Yeah. Anyway, on today's live, I've got someone very, very special, an IT specialist, yeah, who'll be just teaching us everything about IT, how you can move to Germany, how you can do just everything that you need to know. So please, right now, just go and take your pen and your notebook, share the live with your friends, your family, so we can all learn together. Yeah. Hi, Fundile. Hi, Sto. Hi, Bridget. Yeah. So we'll just wait just 1 more minute and then we can start. We hope the live won't take a very, very long time. Just, yeah, let's see how it goes within half an hour. And then towards the end, it will be open for you to just ask anything you. Tafadzwa is here to answer all those things. I'm a nurse. I don't know anything about IT. So just a quick introduction. In Germany, because of this massive staff shortage in the professional skilled workers, IT is also one of the bottleneck. That's how they call it, like where they really, really need a lot of staff. So if you already in IT, if you've got anything, you have done anything with IT, this is your chance. You know how you can apply. Also, if you want to study, you want to do an house building, whatever in IT, you have got that opportunity to come, regardless of your nationality, your race, your gender, and it doesn't matter. You are given that opportunity here. And yeah, so Tafadzwa is here. He's going to introduce himself to us so that we just know who he is. We'll just get to know like his journey to Germany, what happened until he is here today. So, okay. But the screen is too small. The people here. Anyway, so Tafadzwa, thank you for joining me today. And yeah. So could you please tell us a bit about yourself, just a quick introduction so that the people get to know you?
Yeah, so sorry about the voice. I had a flu last week. Thank you very much, Snow, for inviting me. It's such an honor, a pleasure to be in the midst of someone as important as you are in Germany. So yeah, to the viewers, hi. My name is Tafadzwa, born and bred in Zimbabwe. Did my primary and high school in Zimbabwe, moved to South Africa to do my tertiary education, went to Rhodes University, did my BCom in economics, and then along the way I was also playing rugby professionally for club and country, and yeah, I think most people know me as a sports person rather than as an academia. I think this is
Yeah,
these are
that's
strange
true.
stories exactly. So yeah, I think basically that's all there is to Tafadzwa. I come from a family of three. Got younger siblings, one brother, one sister. Both parents still in Zim, and yeah, I am today.
That's beautiful. So, like, what made you choose Germany? You're now in South Africa. You're playing rugby. How did Germany come in the picture for you to end up being here?
Um, so yeah, I think everything around me is maybe through grace. I never saw myself coming to Germany to play rugby or to be in the IT industry, but because straight after university, I went back home, and as soon as I got home, I was trying to be an entrepreneur. However, due to the changing economic climate in Zimbabwe, that did not work out. But just in time, there was a club here in Germany that was looking for someone in my position, my rugby position, to come through and play for them. And then one of my friends was also here, referred me to the club, and unfortunately they had not seen me play. Unfortunately, they had not heard about me. So the question was, are we just going to get someone from Zimbabwe who would not know? The fortunate part was the next weekend I was playing in Russia for Zimbabwe, and the guys were told, okay, you can watch the guy on TV the next weekend. If you're interested, you can just let us know, then we'll get the papers done. And then if not, then you can just forget the whole story. It's fortunate that as soon as I got back from that rugby game in Russia, my papers were waiting for me. Maybe it meant that they were interested or I was good enough for them. So I mean that was my journey to Germany. After that game, I got signed by a club not far from here, 20 minutes from here, and then yeah, I was welcomed at the German borders.
Okay. So, how was it when you first came into Germany through like sports? Like, how was the integration?
I mean, besides the integration, I came here 2014, and I think there was that made everything a bit complicated, and I came towards winter. So imagine a black guy from Zimbabwe. I think back then there were not a lot of black people in the town that I was based. It was a small village, elderly people, and it so happened that there was a rugby team there. But yeah, so you couldn't afford to even cough.
Yeah, when you cough, I remember my friend coughed in the bus, and
Yes.
people had to just drop off of the bus in the
Exactly.
next bus stop.
Exactly. So that was the dilemma. But I think back then integration was a bit of a tough task. It's fortunate that I was playing for a club, and a lot of international guys. We were playing and we were speaking English, so that made things easier. Although later I found out that it was a bit of a disadvantage because I wanted to integrate in the German society, and there was no way to integrate if you're always with the foreigners.
Okay. So when you came with a sports visa, the language wasn't a requirement.
No, language was not a requirement.
Okay.
I was just required to come with my rugby boots.
Lovely. Okay, so then how did you land into the IT? Now we know you are a sports person. We've seen you even on the German billboards here. But then what happened? We don't know what happened to our connection. Yeah, but we are back. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, but we are back. Yeah.
I hope so. I mean, if you are back, someone just gives a thumbs up, maybe.
Yeah. Can you see us? Can you hear what we are saying here? Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Fundile.
Okay. So yeah, the question was like, you're playing rugby. Then what happened? That because now we now know you as the IT man, no longer the rugby person.
So as mentioned, I was playing with a lot of internationals, and it so happened that one of the guys was from South Africa, and this guy also had studied the same program that I'd studied. So just whilst after training we were going home, he was like, dude, there's an opening at work. We did the same program. Do you want to join? I was like, you know what? Why not? Then I gave him my CV, and then he gave my CV to his boss. And the next thing I know, there is an interview scheduled for me, and one thing led to the other.
Okay. And by that time, had you started learning the German language, or you had zero German language background?
During I played 7 years of semi-professional or fully professional rugby in Germany, and during that period, the good thing was that the club had offered to pay for my German language skills.
Okay.
Exactly. And during that course as well, I was also involved in a sort of, it's called a volunteers work for the town. So I was helping the refugees integrate into the German society through sport. Exactly.
Okay.
So in that period, I was coming across a lot of Germans, a lot of people, and I think by then I had already finished my B1. And then when I got asked to come for the interview, German was not a prerequisite. It's an international company, so everyone speaks English. So, like I said, through grace, there was no need for German.
How you have had it the easy way here. Maybe we should all change to IT where Germany isn't required. So okay. So please walk us through like just your work day. Like what happens in IT? What do you do?
So I mean, contrary to the advertisement, I'm not that primary IT specialist. So I'm the in between. I deal with software engineers, I deal with developers, and I connect them to our customer or our clientele. So I'm the go in between. I translate whatever is not being understood by the IT guys to the customer, or the customer. I translate what's not being understood by the IT specialists. These are the guys that do the back end programming of our software and yada yada. But my typical day, I get into the office. The furthest I go into any IT is using our CRM and our ERP.
Now we don't even understand that.
These are the basic systems that let you know, okay, who is who, what is what kind of contracts are these. So my portfolio is basically contract management of those clients that we have. And then I see what do they have, what do they not have, what kind of, if I speak of deployment, I don't know if you would understand that as well. What needs to be deployed onto their systems, what needs to be managed onto their systems. We do a lot of monitoring and asset management. That is also something that we specialize in. So I come into the office, I check my emails. What does A want from B? What does the client want from us? What do we want from the client? And then on the other end, I look after all the contracts. If someone says, okay, we're done with your software, the company sends me to go negotiate with that person. What is the problem? Where is the problem?
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So like in the IT now you're saying you are in the in between. So then which is the best IT field? Like let's say, okay, I no want to go and just be in the IT. We heard that people get huge amounts of salaries over there. So which one is the best? Like let's say someone here watching, they just want to move to Germany and do an Ausbildung or study IT. Where do they start from? How is the hierarchy?
I mean, it just depends on how further you want to go when it comes to IT. I mean, IT is broad. There's IT where you develop, there's IT where you do cybersecurity, there's IT whereby you're just an IT admin. If let's say someone has a problem with their laptop, I can just look for what's happening in the system. So if Snow wants to start IT, it depends on how far she wants to go. Does she want to do programming? Does she want to do the programming languages, Java, whatever, C++? Or she just wants to be an IT person that does the basic? But of course, the higher you go, the better the salary. But contrary to popular belief, IT itself does not pay as much as where I am in the go in between. so the thing is, the best paying job in Germany right now would probably be sales, because people are paid based on your base salary and then you've got a variable salary. So I'm in IT, which is a combination of both sales, customer management, customer support, customer journey management, and the likes. But just to put it into context, most probably those developers in Germany will probably be paid, entry level in Germany is 55,000 for a graduate. If you've done if you've got, let's say, a degree. Let's say if you've done your Ausbildung, it should be somewhere around the same amount.
55,000.
50,000 a year. No.
55,000.
But if you sit down and you calculate the amount and the living expenses, it sums up to not a lot. Like I was telling someone, if you pay me $1,000 right now and you say go stay in Zimbabwe, I'd probably go and stay in Zimbabwe, because the living costs are very, here in Germany you've got A, B, C, and D, radio, what, and at the end of the day you probably are left with a few dollars to go buy shoes and send a few dollars home.
So okay, when you are working now, can you take extra gigs? Does Germany allow that in this IT field? Maybe I don't, like, for example, in nursing, I know I can do a mini job. Let's say I work in the hospital, I can have a mini job in a nursing home. In IT, can you also do extra gigs in order to supplement your salary?
I think that's the best part of being an IT developer or being a software engineer. I think they make most of their, not most, but a good bunch of their money from these private gigs. Like you say, they use the company as the CV, So you say, I work for A, B, C, and D. So if someone wants to hire you on a personal level, they look at where have you worked before, or where are you working? Are you capable of doing these tasks for me? So most of the IT people that I know, almost each and every one of them, they've got a side gig going on or side projects going on.
Okay, is that allowed? Really, like, using the company's name to do your own things?
I mean, I'm not using...
Yeah, no, I get you. I know you're not doing it, right? But...
I wanted to say, I'm not using the company name, but the company name is attached to me because they employed me. Someone asked me, okay, where do you work? I work at A, B, C, and D, but I can do this for you. They hired me because, of course, professionally I'm qualified.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, like, which role or maybe a gig that you have done, or a project at work that you have done that you think, oh, this was the best, like, what was it?
Like I said, I myself, I'm not into programming and everything, but I work with, I like talking to people. So I've worked with big companies. It's unfortunate that we're in Germany and there's GDPR. So I can't mention the companies.
Yeah, you can't mention.
Exactly.
But what was, like, the scenario? What did you do? Like, not into detail. Like,
okay.
Where you think, like, oh, wow, I felt so great being here.
Okay, so I was working with this I think it's the biggest bank in Africa. So I was involved in the negotiation of how they implement our software into their business, or not, into the institution. So I anchored that, probably brought in some six-figure money for the company, and then was it six figures? Is it six? Okay, six figures, and then yeah, I felt good because I was working with people from home. I was working with Africans, and in the same time, in the same breath, they could see the value of another African working in the diaspora. You know, so I'm probably gave them a good deal, and probably did extra favors for them to.
And they trusted you again.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But just the fact that I was working with probably the biggest bank in Africa, and we helped them with the whole implementation of our software into their banking system, and we're still in a good relationship right now. So I think for me that was probably the greatest so far in this IT career. Yeah.
Okay, like, and then yeah, we all know, like, as a foreigner, sometimes you're pressed down at work. You know, there is always that, or even though they know you are capable of doing this, sometimes you won't get that opportunity. Have you had such difficulties? Or maybe because you don't work in, like, you only speak in English at work, now
Yeah.
you have to go to a conference where you have to speak in German, then you feel, oh, okay, I'm being sidelined or so. Have you ever had such a moment, or even a racist, yeah, situation where you think like, oh, maybe, yeah, because I'm black? Has there anything like that ever happened to you?
I think I go back to the whole thing of grace. For me, it's actually been the opposite. I got hired by this company. After 7, 8 months, they promoted me. And I think, I mean, my boss usually, I mean, she was watching the poster. Maybe she's watching, but she should. Hi, boss, if you're watching. But yeah, it's actually been the opposite. Everything. I think people have got so much faith in me in the organization that if anything, someone wants anything, they probably refer to me first than anyone else. So say, go see this guy tough, he'll help you out. Go see this guy tough, he'll help you out. Maybe it's because I'm also, you know, as Africans, we've got a culture of helping. And I know most of my colleagues would say, no, this is not my portfolio. Why are you coming to me? This is not my job. Why are you coming to me? But although, yeah, sometimes it cost me not really time efficient, because I'm doing tasks that are not supposed to be done by myself. But it's actually been the opposite. There's room for growth in that company. Like, I mean, maybe this is the fact that we've got so many foreigners. I think we've got like up to 30 different countries, or 40 different countries in that same company. So
And Africans are there?
Africans are there, but mostly interns, people that are doing internships. I think the ones that I know now, maybe not more than 5. But
So they started in Africa, then they came here for internship, or
some of them started their first degree in Africa. They came to Europe doing their masters, and then they applied to do this internship. And then so we've got a program that we do for interns or working students. So they come and then they get the job, 6 months, and they're away. They go finish their degrees.
okay, all right. And then like, what interests you, like, in this field, that you can say that yeah, whatever it is that you can use to motivate people like Snow who want to join the IT field, or someone, let's say, who is in South Africa, would say, okay, I wish to move to Germany, but is it even worth it being there in this field? Or
My concept in life is there are 2 things that will never go wrong. It's either IT or health. People always be sick, and people always want to use technology. So if that's not good enough motivation for you, then there's nothing else that's gonna motivate you. The reason why people want to venture into IT is everything's moving to the digital world. Every one of us has got a computer of some sort, and for that you need IT experts. So for you, people that are looking for job security, career security, I think IT is the best place to be right now, as we are making so many technological advancement up to date.
okay,
Yeah.
And then, like, I know, like, like how you're sounding seems like it's a difficult job. Then, how do you balance it? Because we've seen you do your sports on the side. We see you are DJing. We see you are into photography. So then, how do you stay organized? How do you balance your work and your life?
And I think most of us, 8 hours of the day is work, and I try to make sure that those 8 hours are just dedicated to my job. After that, I'm out of it. I do whatever needs to be done. If it's my hobbies, if it's photography, DJing, then I do that. Tomorrow is another day. So sometimes what we do as human beings, we want to try. Okay, in my line of job, there is no overtime. So 8 hours is 8 hours. I clock in at 9, I leave at 6. So in that period, I put my 100% in that job, and then once I leave, I leave. So I think that keeps me sane, even though the job is demanding. It allows me to do other things. It allows me to take a breather when I should take a breather.
Okay. So do you also work on weekends or even at night, or it's just like during the day, Monday to Friday?
The good thing is it's a Monday to Friday job, 9 to. I usually work with the Great Britain. I work in the British market and everything else that speaks English. So it's just 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. On weekends, time to relax. Time for I don't have a family, but it's time for family and and friends.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So like okay. Here I'm asking, most of my questions are mostly from people who have sent me emails asking about IT field
Okay.
and stuff. So like, let's say someone comes here,
Okay.
can they manage? Okay, is the work, the salary, and like everything worth it? Can someone afford life?
Yes, I think that's a big yes. Of all the countries, I feel like Germany is a place whereby you can say, okay, I've got one job, 8 to 5. I can survive, I can live a good life. You look at the UK, if you're an IT specialist, sometimes you won't even be able to balance everything on one salary. If you go to the US, it's the same story. So these are the big markets that we're talking about. But if you come to Germany, you can afford to go to work Monday to Friday, 8 to 5,
Right.
and you earn a very good salary. And the
Okay.
living conditions are also very adaptive. You can come here, live your life, and yeah.
Okay, so what's like now as of August 2024, what's the salary range for someone who is fresh coming in here, maybe just with maybe 2 years experience or even no work experience, just like so that someone can easily plan or just get an idea.
Okay.
How much can they expect?
Yeah, like I said, if you're talking about IT admins, you probably be earning the 55,000 to 65 that I talked about. This is probably entry level, but if you've got some years of experience, you can add another 10 on that or another 15 on that. But we're talking about software developers, we're talking about engineers. We're looking at probably something around 60, 65 to 85,000 a year. Euros, not
Dollars.
not rands.
Not bonds.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, it just depends also. But also you must realize that Germany works on on a provincial type of salary. So if you're based in Munich, your salary, if you're on the same level, let's say you're an IT admin or you're a software engineer, if you're based in Munich, your salary might be different from someone who's in Berlin, based on your province. So it also depends on where you work. I think we're lucky also that Baden-Württemberg is the
also,
most
yeah.
is the most one of the most paying provinces in Germany. So that's also something that you have to take into consideration.
Okay, so like what are the requirements? Let's say now someone wants to apply to come and work here. What are the basic things that are required? Or even let's say, even if it's a student who wants an internship here, what do they have to highlight, which is very important in order for them to be considered?
For students who are, let's say, who are working or who are studying in Africa, it's kind of hard because every company wants to avoid the paperwork. But if you're based in Europe, all you just need is your, I don't know, what do you call it, the transcript. Just apply, look for the jobs. There's so many platforms that people use to apply for jobs. If it's Indeed, if it's LinkedIn, if it's whichever, even talent acquisition agencies. I think that's the easiest way. For those that are already professionals that have graduated as IT specialists or whichever field of IT, I've got so many guys that have just applied straight from home. This is what I do. This is my CV. This is my portfolio. I've worked for A, B, C, and D. I submit my papers. You get hired. Good thing about Germans, they love family. They can say, okay, we'll get your family here in the next 3 months.
Oh, then yeah, that's what everyone wants to hear. Anyway, like guys, the companies, this websites that you mentioned, I'm going to link them in the description box. Maybe just watch out. Maybe from tomorrow, I would have uploaded them. You will see all of them. So, like, also okay. Besides work, what else do you do like on the side?
Okay, I think the question should be, what else do I not do on the side?
Okay.
So I think, I feel like I'm one of those people where 24 hours is not enough. I'm a part-time DJ, part-time photographer, part-time wedding dance choreographer, part-time, I don't know, dining room radio DJ, anything and everything. I play sport, I play badminton, I play rugby, I play soccer. I love binge watching movies, everything in 24 hours.
Do you really have 24 hours or you've got 50 hours a day?
Yeah, I try to make it work, but I try to do as much as I can. Also, with old age catching up, you need to be as active as possible, and it's also German. You need to keep yourself occupied, otherwise, before you know it, you're homesick and you want to go back as quick as possible.
Okay, that's lovely. So, like, when I was just going through like IT, because myself, I don't have experience. I don't know anything about IT. I just know that I've got a phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't even know. Like, I found some terms that I think we see them everywhere, and I would like you to tell us, like, what is it all about?
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, what is troubleshooting? Because for me, I would take it like I'm having difficulties in shooting a video. Like, yeah, what's that? Like, what's troubleshooting?
But I mean, troubleshooting is not necessarily IT itself, but it's just it's a fact finding mission. What is wrong? How can we handle it? So this is like just a fact finding mission, and seeing where there are problems, how we can go ahead and solve those problems.
Oh, okay. And then I always see like software, hardware. Your software is like, what's that? What's software? What is hardware?
So hardware is, how to put it in layman's term, this is anything that's tangible that you use to connect and processes information. So let's say, for example, your phone is a hardware. However, the applications that you use there are the software, something that's not tangible but that you use.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. So that's the layman's difference between hardware and software.
So
hardware uses software to function.
So that's why there are software engineers, the people who develop those.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, and then like what's cyber security? I know only cyber bullying. Yeah.
So cyber, I mean, there's security against the physical damage of things or property. That's the normal security that everyone talks about. But also, you've got your information that companies have. You've got your bank that stores your money and everything. So for you to guard against all those things that happen in the cyber world, we put that term as cyber security. So just guarding against those things.
Okay. And then and then the other one that I saw was like creating work logs. Okay, I was so confused. I've had a really tough time.
Yeah.
Getting to understand all these things. Like, what's
but creating work logs, I think it's self-explanatory. I think it's creating work logs, as it says. It's creating work logs. How the day is, or how tasks should be, how you should go ahead and do certain or different tasks throughout the day, or throughout a process, or throughout a project.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, now I understand a bit. So, guys, you can also put in your questions. I saw someone was asking like, Sakhile Svanda. What is the age limit for doing IT in Germany?
There's no age limit to studying. So as long as you are able and willing to go to study, you can always enroll at an institution, and then yeah.
Okay, and then she also said like, oh, on any course. Yeah, it's the same.
It's the
Even
same,
yeah,
yeah.
in healthcare, there is no age limit. And that here in Germany, you go on you retire at 67, yeah? 67. In healthcare, we're at 67. So I think any time before 67, you are still safe. I remember when I was in the doing like when I was at the nursing school, we had a lady in our class. She was 59.
Okay.
Yeah, she said she had always dreamt of being a nurse, and that was her opportunity at 59. Yeah, so there is no age limit. How is the job market for those over 45 years of age in IT?
Yeah, I mean it's. I think every employer would like to hire someone young, but because of the deficit in the area or in the market, I think people tend to just hire. Especially, I mean, I'm assuming if you're 45, you've got so much experience that you can share to the rest of the team or the teams that you're working with. So yes, it's probably gonna be harder for a 45-year-old to get hired as compared to a 21-year-old or 25-year-old, but there's always room because there's room for people to come and then work here, so to say.
Okay, and then someone saying, Guten Abend, what is the minimum language course? Like for IT,
For IT, it's no, not for IT as such, but for any job here in Germany, it depends on the company itself. There are companies here that are so international that they do not require any German. If you go to provinces or cities such as Berlin, there's some companies that do not require any level of German. But just to be safe, most companies would probably talk or start asking about B1, B2. So if you want to be safe or if you want to be in a broader net, then if you have B1 and B2, you're probably on the safer side.
okay. I think those are the only questions that I saw. How you people don't want to be in IT. It's too difficult. We want
People want to
blessing.
be in healthcare.
Yeah, of course, healthcare is always the best. Yeah, so house building for each. Is there an Ausbildung? Yeah, I think that's an important question. Does one have to go to the university to study, or can they do it as an apprenticeship?
It just depends. But usually most cases it's you have to go to Hochschule, or you have to go to university, or you have to go to, I don't know what that Hochschule and university is. I think there's a small difference for you to study IT. But of course, there are also other companies that help you with these certificates for IT, that you can use also to apply for jobs. So not everyone that is employed as an IT specialist has got a degree to back it. Some people have got diplomas, some people have got certificates.
Okay, so like can I can I do maybe like a boot camp course, which is like maybe 6 months,
Definitely.
and then be employed still?
Definitely. I think now people are encouraging boot camps, or companies are encouraging boot camps, because I think they feel like you learn a lot in a short space of time, and everything is centralized towards IT. If I go to university for 3 years, probably gonna learn some things that are not even necessary. I'm gonna be taught economics. I'm gonna be
Head,
taught
thorax, abdomen.
exactly. I'm forced to do something. So most IT or some IT companies actually prefer boot camps as compared to yeah. But I mean, it just depends. If you want to keep your options broad, I would rather have you do the degree and then maybe go to the boot camp later.
Okay, so let's say maybe someone who is back home doing their O level, they are listening to this, they are watching, and like, which subjects can they do maybe on A level, or maybe
Okay.
they are still in Form 2. Now they have to choose a combination later. So, which subjects are required in IT? What puts you at an advantage?
I mean, usually people speak of mathematics and computer science as those that are those. Or you could actually do economics and computer. It just depends on how what your school allows. But the main thing is most people usually want to have that computer science before they even go to university, because I think it's a prerequisite of university to have some form of computer background for you to be enrolled into an IT based module or program.
Okay, so let's say someone is already here in Germany. Oh, I'll put myself as an example.
Okay.
I never even passed mathematics.
Yes.
And then now I am interested in doing IT. Like, do they will they still want that O-level mathematics?
No.
Or they can say, since you're already a healthcare sister, you can come. Like, yeah, I'm thinking of changing professions. So will that be
No. Mathematics, like I mentioned, most people that I know that specialize in IT, most of them were doing math and something. But of course, you could be doing business studies in computer science and maybe English. I don't know. But as Snow, if you want to start doing IT, it's not about you going to learn mathematics. It's all about you wanting to know more about the computer science aspect of things. So if you want, you'd go for your boot camps, you go for your certifications, and then by the time you know it, you're probably progressing from those boot camps to become an IT admin. You progress up the ranks, and then before you know it, maybe you're producing softwares for us or for the health sector.
Okay. Yeah, okay, then and now I understand.
Yes.
So I'm saying I graduated in finance last year. I want to come and work in Germany. What should I do?
I think it's the same concept. If you've got your degree, they've got a conversion process. So you send your documents to a certain office somewhere in Bonn. Exactly.
Yeah, I think there's also one in Stuttgart now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's new.
Yeah.
So, exactly. So they convert your points or your results to see how they match against the German system. And then once you get that, then you start applying to the German universities or German companies for work with those results that have been converted in Germany.
Okay, I'll link it in the description box below. On my other videos, I think for under the Ausbildung, I think I put it also. It was about the Anerkennung Stelle, something like that.
Yes.
I put like for all cities in Germany where you can do it.
Yeah.
Are there apprenticeships for accounting in Germany?
Yes, they are. I think most for accounting. Yeah. Usually the banking sector, not many people are degreed, not many people went to university, but what they did is they did those apprenticeships, but it's also probably the same time period. Most apprenticeship are 3 years. So you decide whether you want to do finance or you want to or do accounting at university, or you do apprenticeship and then you can try secure a job through that apprenticeship in accounting. But I think it's the same time frame of doing apprenticeship or doing a degree.
Someone saying you converted soccer in South Africa. No, I think German is different. They want to do it themselves here. Yeah, it's called the Anerkennung. It takes quite some time because German education system is so different from, I think, from the rest of the world. Because so there is it's different. They want it done here. I know, like even for the high school. Here, kids go to high school at the age of 8, 9. Yeah. Somewhere the 8 or 9 years kids go to high school. By the time you reach 17, you are done. Like if you are by the time you are 20, you have even have like a certificate in your hand. If you want to be a nurse, you can get it before you even turn 20. So it's done only here, Leandra Lulamile. Which German language school is recognized in South Africa? I think there should be a Goethe Institute.
Yeah, there's always somewhere.
Goethe is everywhere.
What is it? Is it GIZ? Yeah? No, is linked to GIZ? It should be.
I think so. I know check under the German language school, a German language video which I did. I think I did some picture. I screenshotted some schools in different countries, and Joburg and Cape Town had schools. I think in Joburg there should be I think that was the
British one,
Goethe Goethe Institute, and in Cape Town I know there is one. So if the I think it was someone 30,000. Hi sis, no, I would like to come that side. Please explain about health insurance for 30,000 euros. Do I have to pay for it before I come or what? I'm your fellow Zimbabwean watching from South Africa.
30,000.
The health cover. No, the insurance, like you have to be covered for 30,000, that cover. Yeah, health insurance if you're moving here, maybe language visa or pay whatever. The cover you can just go online maybe from ADAC. They have it. It costs less than that, but it covers you in case something happens up to 30,000 euros. Let's say you're involved in an accident, then you have to undergo an operation which costs 20,000. They are going to cover you. That's what the 30,000 euros simple means. But
basically it's roughly for travel. You just need travel insurance. Once you get here, you get the insurance from here.
Yeah.
Usually it's 100, 120, 220 a month, but you don't need to pay for that.
So you have to have it before you come to Germany. Like you might not have to pay immediately, but just contact a health insurance company. Also, in one of the videos, I put a list of them. You just write them an email that I'll be moving to Germany on this date, blah, blah, blah. So I want to be covered by you. They can just send you that confirmation, which you submit at the embassy. And then when you come here, now that's when you get the card and all the drama and everything else.
Okay.
Which German language school is recognized in South Africa?
In Nigeria. Okay, the South African one
there is
spoke
South
about.
Africa, and then there's in South Africa.
South Africa is the one we talked about.
Yes,
the Goethe.
Goethe.
I think German, Nigeria as well. There should be another Goethe. I think they're everywhere.
Everywhere.
Exactly.
I think in every country. And then I will write it down like I'll note it down. I know there are certain examination boards.
Okay.
Yeah, even if you do it privately, but when it comes to the exam, the DTZ, all those go there, and then I think there are 6 or so which are considered in German.
Yeah.
Okay. In Joburg, Durban. Oh, someone knows that. Yes, in Joburg, Durban, and Cape Town.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you recommend a German language school in Nigeria?
There should be another Goethe there.
Yeah, okay, yeah, there should be another one. Like Nigeria is so big. Maybe check, I think mostly in big cities, in Lagos, in Port Harcourt, in Abuja. Yeah.
How can you forget Abuja?
No, yeah. Okay. I'm not seeing any question.
That's good.
But you can still even ask any question when the live has ended, when the video has been uploaded. Tafadzwa is going to answer in the comment section. I think that's it.
So thank you for coming, for watching. I hope it was what you expected.
Yeah, yes, it was. I'm in Abuja. Oh, yeah.
There should be something in Abuja.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you guys. I would like to do an anerkennung for my qualifications. I am staying in South Africa. Okay, then I will link it. Like I said, most of these links, I'll put them in the description. Then you can just go through it. There'll be the requirements under those links and everything else. that's it, guys. Let's see how it goes this week. Probably on Friday evening, maybe around the same time. I'm not sure. I might, do another live video for you again. There's also another opportunity which doesn't require all these degrees and what easy things, but with an age limit. Yeah. So just stay tuned for Friday. Yeah, probably Friday evening, or I'll do it on Saturday evening. Either of the 2 days, you'll just see an advert here. How much does it cost? What, the language school or the Aniken one? Yeah, I don't know like how much, what cost of the health insurance.
I think
I don't
this one
know.
was asking for Anakenu. So
Ah,
it's the same. Should be. I'm not sure. I didn't do
like
any Anakenu.
I did Anikenum 11 years ago. And that time I think I didn't pay. No, I didn't pay anything. So I don't know.
Should be less than 300. Though.
Yeah, but it's yeah.
Somewhere
But
there.
when you're in Germany, it's very affordable. But when you're not here, hey,
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of money.
That's true.
Yeah. I'll find out. Oh, that's a good one. I don't even know. I don't know how much it costs now. No? All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please just leave a like. Just a like is enough under the video. I'm not asking for anything more. And yeah, I'll see you on Friday or on Saturday. Have a lovely evening. Bye.